This is Brad Philpott. He's a professional racing driver who's beaten the likes of Formula 1 world champion Sebastian Vettel. And this is me, your average karting YouTuber. And I thought it'd be a great idea to travel 5 hours south to take on the challenge of racing Brad and many other karting veterans in today's race. Me and Perico very nervously stepped into the paddock. We thought it'd be a good idea to head out for a track walk and see where we can make some gains.
Chariots, they await us. I want to see where these cones are.
Now hold on a minute. You might be wondering, why is this man so obsessed with cones? Well, it's because in the briefing we were informed that if you hit any of the cones out on track today, you will incur a 5-second penalty. So it's so important to find out where they were and make sure we were avoiding them.
I did have a thought in the briefing. If you just take off all the cones in your quali lap, then it's going to take them ages to put the cones back.
Oh, feel my hands.
Hey, as long as it's not as slippy as Coventry.
Coventry isn't slippy.
It is, the middle bit is horrendous.
No, Mike, that was so not right.
I'm launching myself across that curb.
It's a risk.
I won't be hitting that cone.
We'll come back to that. So, as the first qualifying session got underway, we said bye to Perico, wished him luck, and let's see how he did. Unbelievably managed to place his kart into P1, beating veteran karters and professional racers.
No way on Oh God, there's no way.
He gave me some words of wisdom. It was now time for us to head out into the car and set our qualifying time. So, as we headed out onto track for the first time, I very quickly realized that these karts were exactly the same as the ones that I'm used to driving at Team Sport indoor tracks. With this being such a short qualifying, it was so important to get those tyres warm and learn this track as fast as possible. And with the checkered flag thrown, there was nothing more we could do. It was time to head back to the pits and find out where we sapped up.
Come on! He was still quicker though, right? Yeah, of course he was, of course he was. Look.
So that incredible qualifying there meant we qualified 5th overall out of all 30 drivers here today.
Worth the trip though, wasn't it? I'm in first in the 8th.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
Where we finish in this next race is where we will start for the final race.
I'm behind you. I'll try not to smash into you. That's what I'm planning on.
So after that quick conversation with Brad with how we're going to work together, it was time to head to the grid, ready for this race.
Oh, wow. That feels good. Here we go. Starting down in 5th place. Take that. Top 5 drivers here. Going to be an interesting grid. We've got Perico, we've got Brad, and then we've got us. Plan, follow Brad, and hopefully we can make a position.
So it's all eyes are staring at that gantry as all the red lights come out, and it's time to let the race begin here at South Coast Karting. We get a brilliant start, and we're looking to see a gap starting to form. We just can't manage to squeeze through, so we have to drop back, hold that position so we don't lose a place there. But we keep that position. We can see we're gaining. We can see we've got a decent kart, so it's now time to keep our head down and see what we can do on this opening lap.
Follow them through, follow them through. Wait till late split move. We've got a quick car.
We try and tuck in behind the kart in front. Kart 12 with the yellow and orange helmet. We stick around this corner here. We realize we get on that curb. We are a little bit more grip coming into this area. There's already moves getting made in front, which will hopefully open up an opportunity in just a second.
Going through there already battling. Might be able to push ourselves through.
We head into lap 2. We tap the back of their kart there, which sends us wide, meaning we get a little bit of a freight train coming through and we get pushed wide through this corner here. There's not much we could do. We're just in the wrong place at the wrong time, and sadly we lose out, dropping us down into 7th place there.
We're gonna have to make some moves.
And already by the end of the second lap here, you can see that we got Johnny Elliott who's trying to send it down our inside behind us there. He is the BIKC national champion from a few years ago. Incredible driver right behind us. You can see there's a gap starting to form in front of us here. We try our best to avoid hitting these cones.
Right, he's hit a cone. Let's go through it. We are quicker. Oh, we hit a cone.
As we're going around this corner here, we're trying to send it down the inside, but we're just not far enough along, so we have to back out there and get ready to set up for another move later on in the lap. We're already seeing him go defensive on the right there, so we try and set up the switchback to get the overtake done on the final few corners, but there just isn't enough revs in the car at this point. We're not close enough to bump. We can see we begin to start to catch up here, and I see a move is potentially on, but we're still just not close enough, and we're going to have to try and make a move on another part of the track. We try and make the switchback here, but we end end up hitting the cone, giving us both a 5-second penalty. We're really sticking to the back of their bumper there. Again, going for the switchback. We're a bit closer alongside now. You can see he's really having to go defensive. So we come around this final corner here. Can we make that move we tried before where we get the overtake done round the outside, give us the inside next corner? We just get squeezed into the barrier, then we just can't do it. Have to back out once again. I try and take it a little bit tighter, but he goes defensive. He knows I was going to make the move there. That's one of the only overtaking points on this track, and we end up smashing into a cone there.
Let me pass!
Everything I tried, I just couldn't get past. I tried to send it around the outside here. I thought this was my opportunity, but because we went across the curb, we lost so much power, so much acceleration coming out of that section. I really try and overdrive the karts, and
shit! How am I meant to not hit a go? Oh man, we are catching. I don't think we're going to have enough time with the penalties we've got.
And as we head round the corner on the final lap, there is the checkered flag, and that was an absolutely disastrous race. It was definitely my fault for losing all those positions there. I should have moved over and defended much earlier. With all those penalties, at least we're starting in 8th and not in last place.
Let's go. Oh, I had like 3. Couldn't really avoid it.
So as we head into the final race of the day, this is the race that will bring home the trophies. And we've got Perico starting all the way up in 1st, and for us down in 8th.
Well, I can't do much worse. However, I can technically, because there's people from B coming up. It will be what it shall be. We were up there with those boys. We're rather far back now. Van Jean's been promoted. It's going to be a long race. Need to pick our opportunities to overtake. Very quick people. I think that means we got Johnny Elliott, the IKC heavyweight winner, right behind us, and we're on the outside. This is going to end really badly.
Eyes on the gantry where it's all red lights are there, and it's time to let this race begin here at South Coast Karting. I very nearly hit this cone right off the stocks. I was looking over my shoulder. Johnny Elliott is just right behind us. We go 3 wide into that first corner. I try and keep it down the inside. I go defensive straight away as we've got Johnny Elliott and Alex Van Gien right behind us, and we can now start to close back in that gap straight in front of us, allowing them to battle behind, and we'll catch up to the karts in front. We know we're faster than this. We know we just had a mishap in the last race. We were 5th fastest in qualifying. Let's see if we can close this gap. Let's catch up to the group in front and see what we can do. As we come into this first corner here, people are already starting to make moves down the inside, but there just isn't enough room yet, so everyone backs out, and we're fully in a train going through this section here. You see some familiar faces up in front. In 4th there, we do have the Club 100 driver, and behind them is lots and lots of national and veteran karting champions. As we come around here, Alex Van Gien is just over our shoulder, 2nd followed by Johnny Elliott just there, and it's very much everyone on the same pace. Everyone is going full defensive mode, and Perico out in front is managing to hold that lead, but some gaps are starting to form. People are starting to send it down the inside here, and we see an opportunity. We just missed the cones there, and I try and make a bit of a switchback here with the driver on the outside, but we just don't manage to make it through. We try and go around here, there just is not enough room, but it does allow us to go a little bit tighter on the X there, and he's pointing the driver in front. He thinks he's been done dirty, and he sends it down the inside to try and reclaim that position. Just managed to do it. We just avoid the cones, and there is Alex Van Gien trying to take advantage down the inside. We just managed to hold off, and annoyingly, we didn't manage to make any positions forward. We're now on lap 3, and we're still stuck down in 8th place, but as people in front are slowly making gains and slowly going for those overtakes, it's going to build opportunities for us to send it down and follow them through.
Oh, it's getting feisty.
As we come into lap 6 here, they're going side by side into the first few corners. I see an opportunity started over. I look over my shoulder. Alex Van Gien and Johnny Elliott drop back a little bit, and down the inside goes the driver there for the overtake. I believe that is for 5th position there, but we're just nowhere near the back of their bumper to take advantage of all the chaos happening in front of us. Coming into lap 7 here, we're closing under braking, but a cone gets absolutely smashed out the way by the lead driver in this pack, giving them a 5-second penalty. So we know if we can get up to that car, and we know if we can stay within a 5-second window, we've at least got 1 position there.
We need to start getting through these people.
And we are closing in on the pack in front. They're going for a move down the inside there on the driver. driver in blue, but just doesn't manage to do it exactly like we had before. Went over that curve, lost loads of speed, which is starting to allow us to eye up and overtake. So we come down this section here, we send it down the inside, but they get a snap of oversteer. They go wide into the corner. We're able to send it round the outside, and we manage to make that position stick. Putting us up now into 7th position and heading into lap 10. Closing down on the driver in blue, I've been able to put my head down, concentrate in the race. Once we get past the driver in blue, remember the driver in front in 6th has a 5-second penalty. So as long as we can stay within that window, we've got ourselves a guaranteed higher position. We're coming around the first few corners of the track. We go slightly tighter than the driver in blue. He goes really wide, goes off the track. I send it down the inside as the gap is there. He has to leave the room, and we manage to make the position stick. One is up now into 6th position, and meaning we can get our head down and catch the pack in front.
Well, we can get these far a few places.
And with them two battling on in front, we see our old friend, the Club 100 guy, holding up the driver in front of us, which is perfect for us because the driver in 5th place has that 5-second penalty. So as long as we can catch up, close that gap down, we're able to solidify that 5th place. They go side by side into this first corner here. The Club 100 driver is holding his defensive line like there's no tomorrow. We just need to make sure now we don't hit any cones. We've not hit any cones so far in this race, and remember, each cone gives you a 5-second penalty. We want to make sure we're avoiding these cones at all costs. As we head into the first corner, they go too wide. Car 7 loads into the Club 100 driver, and he sees an opportunity. He goes for a switchback, but takes it way too tight in the exit, smashing the cone out of the way, so he's now got a 10-second penalty. I see an opportunity arise, but I just can't manage to make it stick, but it's not worth it. We might as well back out, tuck in behind these drivers, unless there's an opportunity here, which we tried to go around the outside, but it's just not happening. They keep the inside line, they defend it off, and we sit back in 6th. Just brushing past those cones there. We are all over the back of these drivers here, and unless that car in front can get past the Club 100 driver with only 3 laps left, it's best that we just keep this neat and tidy and not hit any cones. We didn't want to make any crazy moves, but opportunities kept opening up. We kept going for a switch round. We tried to send it down the inside here. We brushed past the cones, just managed not to knock them. We don't manage to hang it around the outside there. These opportunities kept coming, but there's no point trying to overtake this driver. They've got a 10-second penalty. Unless we get past both drivers, it's not worth it. And we send it again down this inside and try the outside one more time, but it just isn't working. It was the last lap. I knew it would have to be now or never if I was going to go for it, but it's not worth it. Let's just keep it tidy, get it to the end. Checkered flag goes, and with that penalty, we managed to inherit P5.
Oh, we worked our way back. And do you know what? That's all that matters. And there is Perico on top. Go on, lad. You're defending, mate. And in the last one, mate. Well done. Well done, man. Did it. I was scared for a minute. Saw you behind me. So I was like, oh no.
A massive congratulations to Perico, bringing home the first place trophy. An incredible achievement, especially with how talented all the field was. And a massive thank you to Brad Philpott for hosting the event, and to South Coast Karting for running the event. And thank you for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, make sure to like and subscribe. It's completely free, and it really helps out the channel to grow this community. And if you want to see more karting content, click on the video on the screen now.